Just gonna wait for anyone to join, anyone at all. Desperation calls. Maybe I can like play with the lights here, you know, make them a little bit exciting. Maybe they can be purple or green. Nothing. I can't even get it to change. Let's see. It's blue. Ugh. It makes my face look funny though. And I can change this light too. But it's so scary. We'll just keep it normal. We'll keep it normal. Oh look, I can like retouch my face. That's nice. Okay, don't really have anyone in here. I'll wait a few more minutes and then I don't know. I guess I'll just talk to myself as I've been already doing. I haven't gone live in so long. Like 2 years. Crazy. I can't even say, let's wait for other people to join because there's 0 people in here. Look, you can change the lighting on here. It's all bright. Oh, I don't want that. Oh my gosh, hello. We have a person, yay! Only had to wait 3 minutes. I'm so glad. I had half a mind to like, just give up. I was like, okay, 3 minutes is enough. Take it all. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone live in so long. I was talking to myself before you joined, but it's been like 2 years. So just figured it was time. Yeah, especially because I just haven't, it's been hard lately. You know what I mean? It's been a rough road. Let's see if this will pull up. Yay! Okay. When I go live, do you guys get like notifications? Crazy. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I was gonna talk about you today because your message made me so happy. Is it Nicole? Is that right? I noticed your Instagram bio is actually like Nicola, so I don't know if it's something else, but I like either. They both are beautiful. I actually literally have your message pulled up because I was gonna read it out loud because you were actually the official reason why I was like, I'm gonna go live now. I'm gonna go live because everyone's wondering where I've been. And yeah, it was just so cute. It's so nice to see you. Yeah, it's so nice to see you, truly. I am so sad that I didn't get your message sooner. Everyone, she messaged me back in June telling me, oh my gosh, I loved your Adele cover. This was on Instagram. Didn't see it. And then she messaged me again in August and was like, hey, actually, I have it open. Nicole, is it okay if I read it to everyone? There's only like 4 of us, so I'll wait until she confirms. Because we can also just keep it between us. You can just be like a little girl chat, you know, no problem. Hi Constantine, how are you? I'm so glad you're in the chat. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you could make time. I have your questions written down. Until Nicole responds, I will. She said it's okay. Okay, cool. For those of you that missed it, hi. Oh, hi, Andy. How are you? My aunt is in this chat. Everyone keep it cool. No swearing. Just kidding. She's not like that. So I got a message from Nicole back in June, and she said that she had found my Adele cover and that she really, really liked it, and it was so cute. And I never saw the message. And then she messaged me again in August, and she said that she follows me very closely, and it's been a couple of days now where there haven't been any updates from me, and she said that she was worried about me. And she said, I hope these are a few days of disconnection and that you are very well, which Nicole meant so much to me. I have definitely been going through it a little bit. It's just been like the weirdest. Is it okay to say 4 months? 4 months sounds crazy to say, but it's been a long 4 months. It all went downhill after I got my appendix out, okay? So the appendix, my appendectomy is the leader of all my problems. But I got appendicitis while I was in Mexico, and then I had to get an emergency flight home and get my appendix out. And then the next month, I found out that I was most likely moving, and I have never lived away from home. And I'm moving like 1,500 miles away from home. So I've just been going through a bit of an emotional struggle because of that. I don't know if you guys have noticed from the things I have posted, but I've definitely been struggling a little. Yeah. And then at the same time as learning I was moving, I quit my full-time job to pursue music full-time, which is hilarious because I've been the least consistent I've ever been at posting. But it's just been this crazy transition of trying to figure out how to be a full-time musician and do what's best for you guys and not let you guys down, while also grappling with some of my own emotional issues lately. You know what I mean? So yeah. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good too. I'm alive and I'm moving through this earth and doing the best I can. And my goal since the beginning of this year has been to post every 2 weeks, post a video every 2 weeks. And I was doing really good until July. So it's been over a month since I've done anything. And then I thought to myself, I should probably go live and let you all know that I am alive and also that I miss you guys and I love you and that I want very deeply to be consistent, you know, like, because I just appreciate your guys' support so much. It means the world to me and I want to be consistent so bad. Thank you for the hearts. But at the same time, I know I haven't been giving that to you guys. I've just been going through a lot of changes. But I think in the end, it'll make me a better person and a better artist. And hopefully that will also benefit you guys, because hopefully I'll be a better singer, a better songwriter. I'll be more confident, which will hopefully shine through in my work. Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of stuff. Been going to therapy, which has been fun, learning a lot about myself. I've been shopping, trying to find different clothes. That's been my new thing lately, is shopping. Because when I grew up, I actually I went to a charter school. So we just had like uniforms and we just wore red, white, and blue all the time. So like, I just never really had the opportunity to showcase or explore myself. And I also grew up in a religion that kind of had some boxes where I couldn't fully, explore myself. So, but I had you guys ask me some questions, and you are free to ask more questions in the chat about me or anything you want, or you can just tell me what's up lately, what you guys are interested in lately. I would love to hear from you. But I do have a couple questions that some people asked me. some direct messages on Instagram and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I did get a question from WhoFan9211, and they asked what my favorite TV show was, which theirs was Doctor Who, obviously, perfect username. And I couldn't decide. Okay, so The Office, I've seen like a ton of times. Like, it's embarrassing how many times I've seen it. If you wanted to see an episode, I could probably find the episode that you were talking about in like 2 seconds. I know almost every season. So I feel like that has to be in my top 5. Loved Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was like my absolute favorite until the last season. I didn't even finish the last episode. I was so upset. No spoilers, but wow, those writers really knew how to mess up character development, didn't they? Anyways, and then lately I've been really interested in, I've been watching The Bear, which I really like. I don't know if it would be my top, but I really like The Bear. And I've also kind of been into Yellow Jackets, which is kind of a darker one, but really good. But yeah, love Game of Thrones. Oh, you know what I really like that I always forget to mention? Pen 15. It's a comedy, and it's about these like, okay, the writers of the show are adult women, but they pretend to be middle schoolers, and all the other actors in the show are actual middle school aged. So they're like 12 to 14, and then there's like these adult women who are like replaying their middle school lives. And it was really funny and like uncomfortably funny. Like sometimes things would be shown and I'm like, oh my gosh, like secondhand embarrassment. But then at the end of the show, I bawled. I don't know why. I feel like it brought out something in me that I forgot existed. You know what I mean? Where I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot what it was like to be 12 or 13 and care about these things, or more so than care about those things, but realize that those things are gone. Like, it's interesting to watch that in your 20s and be like, oh my gosh. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, my third commenter. Thank you. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Anyways, so yeah. So I would say top is probably The Office, Game of Thrones, and I don't know. I'm missing some. I've seen Parks and Rec a lot. I just watched Shameless this last year. I watched 6 Feet Under. That one was pretty good. There's some good ones. It's hard to decide. There's some good like mini series too. Oh my gosh, like Queen's Gambit. So good. But I don't know if you can count that as like your favorite TV show. If it's just like a limited time, 1 season. Does that even count? But WhoFan9211, I do need to watch Doctor Who. I used to watch that a lot when I was younger, and I haven't seen a ton of the seasons since I got older. So anyway. Okay, on to the next questions. Konstantin Chechin, is that how you say it? It's Chechin. I like it. 8391. He asked if he said that I pull out a lot of emotion in my songs. And he said, are you sad? Like, are you sad, or are you just like a good actress? And if you're sad, what emotions am I pulling out? What have I been through, I guess? Those emotions are definitely real. I'm not just acting. I am pulling from a place of authenticity. I don't know how much I want to share, but I do feel very in tune with my emotions and feel like I feel deeply, which really aids me as an artist, but also really inhibits me. For example, it really aids me to show my emotion in my songs, to write songs that come from the heart, to feel passionate about what I do, which I love. On the flip side of that, it is also the reason why I struggle with sensitivity and insecurity, hypersensitivity and hyper insecurity. I might be able to get my feelings hurt more than the average person. I might be hypercritical of myself, or just very, very introspective and think too much about what I need to be doing. It's hard to live free when you're thinking so much, So that's kind of the only thing. But it is real. But also singing is acting to a certain extent, right? I'm telling a story, and it does require not a character, but it requires you to get into that space to tell a story correctly. Like I would hate to sing a really sad song and be like you know what I mean? Everyone's gonna be like, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's a lot better if I'm like feeling it and I can like feel it in my soul, you know? Was that loud for you guys? I didn't even realize how loud the piano could be. It would be really crazy, but to be able to feel it, right, makes a big difference. But I could say also it can inhibit my like my technique. I'll be so emotional, like my body will be so emotional that I might tense up in my stomach or my chest. And like if you're a singer, you know you're supposed to breathe through your stomach, belly breathing or rib breathing if you want to do the rib expansion. It's really hard to do that when you're like, which is what I'm typically doing. Joseph, do you think The Voice and American Idol is a scam? That's a great question. I don't know enough about The Voice and American Idol and what happens behind the scenes. I do have a few friends who have done it and who are actively in the process of doing it right now. And so I have heard some things. I feel like it has pros and cons. And this is actually so funny you asked that. I was just talking to someone about this the other day. I think it can have a lot of pros and cons. And I think that if it's right for you and if it's a good route to take for your career, I think you totally should do it. I think that if you don't want to do The Voice or American Idol, I actually think that we're so fortunate in today's day and age to have access to all sorts of DAWs and recording gear and things like that, that if you don't want to take that route and you want to be independent and do something different, you don't have to go that route. You don't have to go the Hollywood or the TV show route to be heard. So either way, when you get off The Voice or get off American Idol, there's a lot of work to be had in order to succeed in the way that you want. It definitely helps with exposure, but I wouldn't say it necessarily helps with building a fan base. That's kind of my thoughts on that. I think you still have to maintain a fan base. I think it can help with connections. You can meet a lot of other artists, which is really fun. Being an independent is much better. Yes, being independent is way better than signing to a label. I completely agree with you. My goal has always been to stay independent at all costs. Literally all costs. Damn, is it expensive? But I would rather be independent and be able to control my art than give that up, and also give up my music, right? And ultimately in the long run that actually pays you less. I mean, if you get anywhere, I guess. Which we've gotten somewhere, guys. Yay. The fact that I can do this full time means we've gotten somewhere, and that's thanks to you guys. Speaking of, Constantine sent me a super chat last week. He sent me $50. Thanks, Constantine. Everyone, round of applause for Constantine, right? Yeah, literally paying my bills. So thank you for that. Wow. I really appreciate you guys. Seriously. Yeah, I was like, amazing. $50. That'll absolutely buy my coffees for the next month. I have been doing coffee at home though, so don't worry. It'll be spent on better things. I will not spend it all at Starbucks or any other local shops. Maybe on clothes though, because like I said, I have been shopping more. I'm sorry. It happened so fast. 1 minute I was sitting outside in the parking lot. The next minute I was in Ross and TJ Maxx. And then I was like, should I go to the mall? Should I go to the thrift store? I do like to be frugal. So if I can help it, I try not to spend a ton of money at like a mall. I try and do secondhand or, you know, a little bit cheaper clothes. Not cheaper quality, but just like, I don't like to spend a lot of money. Don't sell your soul to the greedy companies and record labels. I will try not to, Joseph. I will try my best. Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard. The downside to being independent is the amount of work and the amount of hats that I have to wear. I can't just be a musician that writes songs and sings them. I also have to think very business oriented and think about marketing and think about the best way to get my voice heard further. I have to think about the best way to brand myself while still staying authentic to myself. It's nice when you have like teams of people doing that and like investors and money. I don't. It's just me. So I'm just like, please, I hope this works. I do need to do better planning when it comes to that, but it's hard. You know, it's like a business. But yeah, I think back to what we were talking about before, I do think The Voice and American Idol can be really beneficial. And I know some people who have been able to have better opportunities when they got out of that just because it enhances the credibility, right? They're like, I was on The Voice. I was top 10 on American Idol. And that's enough for a lot of people to be like, wow, okay, she's legit. Anyways, let's see. Starbucks is cool in moderation, but the amount of sugar every drink has will kill you soon enough. I know. What a way to go, though, right? With sugar. I mean, there are worse ways to go. It's like all of America is sugar. So I don't buy sugary drinks at Starbucks anymore. I just now make them at home. And I just like put tons of sugar in it. And I stir it. I like my coffee to taste not like coffee at all. That's my favorite coffee. My favorite kind of coffee is the kind that tastes like a dessert. I love that. Muchas gracias. Mi español es un poco mal, pero no es peor. But it's not mejor either. I do Duolingo every day, and I did Spanish in college, and I loved it. Spanish culture is my favorite. Latino cultura es mi favorito. But, you know, I need to learn more. So yeah, I'm on my 200-day streak on Duolingo, just going harder and harder and harder. I went to Costa Rica in January, and I realized how much I had lost from when I'd gone to college, because I used to be pretty fluent. I had lost so much, and that was the final straw. Anyways, are you in college, or how old are you? I am not in college. I don't want to tell you guys how old I am because I want you guys to like me forever. Because I feel like there's a certain age, like, you know what I mean? Like Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh my gosh. I mean, just kidding. He's a good actor, but you know the rumor that he only likes women 25 and under. Like, I don't want to tell you guys, oh my gosh, I'm this age, and then have you guys be, I don't want you guys to DiCaprio me and leave me high and dry, you know? I want you guys to think that I'm youthful and forever, you know? DiCaprio. I know, it's his new name. I'm glad I'm making your night. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad you speak a lot of English. I just want to speak Spanish for you because I love you and I love Spanish. Would I tie any Spanish themes into my music? Yes. I've actually really wanted to cover Dos Oruguitas for a really long time, but the song makes me cry. Like, bawl, sob. So I can't, because in the middle I'll just start crying. So anyways, it's very good. A song in Spanish someday. Sí. Is song canciona? Canciona? I don't remember. But yes, I'll do a song in Spanish for sure. I'll have to find one. I really like Limón y Sal as well. I would totally cover that. I would maybe do an original, but I don't trust that an original Spanish song, but I don't trust that my Spanish is good enough to write a song in Spanish. I fear that it'll be like 3-year-old Spanish, and then everyone will be like, wow, she does not know what she's saying. I would need help, but you guys can help me actually. If you guys want to pitch in and do songwriting sessions with me, you totally can, and help me with my Spanish. I'll teach you Spanish. Costa Rica is beautiful. It is. Oh, hi. Oh, what? How do you say your name? Arena? Malaysia. I've wanted to go to Malaysia for a long time. To be honest, you don't look a day over 20. Woo! Good. I want to keep it that way. Let's put it this way. I have a bachelor's degree, so I have graduated from college. I can drink, which the drinking age in the United States is 21. Oh, you make rap music, Joseph? You could do a rap section with me, dude. We should collab still, to be honest. That'd be kind of sick. A little, you know what I'm talking about? Instead of a bridge, it's like a rapper. It'd be cool. I can say I like the beach in Spanish. That's as far as it goes. You and the peeps in the chat sound very versed in Spanish. I'm glad I sound versed, to be honest. That's great. As long as I sound versed to someone who like doesn't speak it hardly. If you're an authentic Spanish speaker though, if you hear me speak, you'll be like, I love Argentina. I've always wanted to go to Argentina. They call it the what do they call it? The Europe of South America or something like that. They called it that in my college course. That's what they said. I don't know. Apparently it has something to do with the architecture. Oh my gosh. Also, I'm an English major. Not creative writing or anything. I do like writing studies, like rhetoric and stuff. And I'm like the worst at pronouncing words, both in English and in Spanish. My English isn't that good either, even though I'm an English major. So that's all you have to know about the American schooling system, the education system here. But I used to think that architecture was architecture, like texture, like feeling, texture. It's really embarrassing. I can't believe I just outed myself like that. Oh my gosh. Molaferte. Argentina has a beautiful... I have heard good things about Argentina in the falls. So is music my full-time career? Yes, it is. Music is officially my full-time career as of June. Which is funny because that's kind of when I stopped posting as much. I've actually been less consistent since I started doing it full-time because it's actually been really challenging to figure out how to be... Sorry, I live in a basement apartment, so if you guys heard that, there were people running around upstairs. It's really hard to find structure and routine as a full-time musician. I'm really struggling with that. I was really struggling. I'm getting a little bit better, but it takes time. Oh, I have other questions. I'm sorry. I'm such a yapper. I could go on and on with you guys, but I should probably keep going because I have more questions. Someone asked me if I will be releasing an album, and I've actually had a few people ask me that in the comments. I have enough songs to release an album, but I don't know if I will release an album or if I will release singles all the time. The album thing is hard because I feel like you have to make a statement and you have to really plan it well and put a lot of money and time and marketing into it. And because it's just me that's like running everything, I don't know if I trust myself. I worked so hard on my music, especially my original music. I worked so hard on it, and I fear that I don't know, that an album won't do what it should do. You know what I mean? And kind of, you know how an album always has like a few songs that suck? I'm kind of like, I want to have banger after banger after banger, which singles make it easier to do that. I also just don't know if I have a big enough fan base to actually release an album and have it be critically acclaimed. You know what I mean? I just don't know if it would get enough that it would need. Do you guys want to hear some of my original music though? Because I have enough to release an album. I have enough songs ready that I could release an album tomorrow if I really wanted to. And I will leak original music. You guys just say the word. I need at least 3 yeses. And there's only 9 of you in here, so you guys better get to hopping. I need some C's or yes. Sí, yes, yes, sí. Verdad. Correct. I'm gonna take you on a journey. Not to sound cliche. Yes, we want to hear. Your songs are totally worth an album. Nicole, is that a yes? I'm just begging you guys to make me leak something. My producer's gonna be like, what the hell? Why are you leaking everything we've worked so hard to do? 3 yeses! Ooh. Nicole, I'm counting yours as a yes, okay? See, I like it, Alvin. Okay, you guys ready? I don't really know, actually, but I need you guys to help me because I don't really know how the speakers work here. This is just my phone. I have not set up anything that like makes sense. So I kind of fear that I'm gonna blow your guys' ears off. I have my computer speaker, and then I also have like speakers. So I just can't decide what's gonna be best. So you guys are gonna have to tell me, okay? I'm gonna play a little snippet. And then we'll go from there. And yes, Joseph, you're very right. I don't need to wait for a fan base. I should just start releasing stuff all the time. Starting tonight. It's time to leak. Let's go. Okay, you guys tell me if it's like blowing your ears out or if it's not, or if the volume is like bad, because then I'll switch it over to the speakers. Do you guys want pop or do you guys want soft? Because I can do either. We will always support you. Oh, cute. Where am I from? I'm from Los Estados Unidos, right? Is that how you say that? Soy de Utah, Mormonville. Lots of Mormons here. Okay. Siempre reina de la industria musical. Ooh, the queen of music industry. I can't. Nicole, you flatter me. Okay, you're soft. Okay, soft preferably, but cool with pop. Okay, sick. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I keep getting distracted. I'm just gonna try something and then I'll stop it and you guys can tell me if the sound sucks. And then we'll try the speaker way, okay? Cool? Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's try this way. Oh my gosh, you guys. I guess I'm not equipped for this. Am I even able to? Oh, there we go. Okay. You guys, don't worry. We're getting closer. It's gonna happen. It's freezing on me. Why am I unable to do tech? Why am I in a young body, but I have the tech capabilities of a 90-year-old? Not to be ageist or anything. I'm sure there's a lot of 90-year-olds who could kick my ass when it comes to tech. And that's the point. Like, come on, you know? Let's get better at this. I went to college, for goodness sakes. Soft pop, country, all the genres you want. Okay, thanks. Okay, we'll just start with this soft one. It's kind of sad though. Are you sure you guys want to be sad at night? I could give you the sad scaries, you know? Okay, I will just start. I feel like we'll need speakers. I'm trying to be something that you want me to be for you. I'm tired of trying on these different shades of blue. It's like I'm trying. Okay, how does it sound? Does it sound bad? Be honest. Not my voice. Don't tell me that. I can't handle one more bad critique. Don't tell me if you hate it. But how does the speaker sound? Do I need louder speakers? It's lacking bass and clarity in the monitor. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, you guys, don't fret. Slowly but surely. But what if you guys get your ears blown out? Okay, we'll be chill. I'm actually gonna turn on my There we go. Okay, let's try. Okay, you guys, tell me if this is better or worse. Is that better? I'm tired of trying on these different shapes. Guys, $100? Constantine, thank you. You're so sweet. I really appreciate you. While you push me under, I don't know how I kept it out for so long. With water filling my lungs, I know. Here's the chorus, it's so good. Was I ever wanted? Or was it just inside my head? Was I ever what you needed? Or was it just pretend? Okay, that was the first verse and the chorus. I absolutely positively just spoiled you guys. But I want to show you the bridge too, okay? Because it kind of goes into like a bandy type thing, okay? You guys ready? Okay, but don't judge me. This is like just me experimenting with sound, okay? And I know you guys love my piano sound. That's another reason why I've struggled to release original music, is because I know a lot of you guys love my covers and my stripped songs with vocal and piano. And so then it's like, it's hard for me to start doing production because I'm like, will they even like me? Okay, you guys ready for the chorus? It gets a little crazy. Okay, so it's like the end of that verse, of course, makes me want to run. That's how good this bridge is for me. I like it. Okay, so next one. Anyways, that's how the bridge goes. So as you can tell, it really starts here and then it ends like, it kind of reminds me of like, what's that song by Billie Eilish? Where literally the bridge became its own set. Well, it wasn't even like a bridge. The structure was so odd. It was like one type of song. It was like with a ukulele. Nah, happier than ever. Way from you, I'm happier. And then suddenly, rock. You know what I mean? Kind of fun. I mean, not rock, but you know, close enough. Good. I'm glad you guys like the bridge. Constantine, I can't thank you enough, by the way. Sorry, it was like in the height of the song, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry. I was so fearful I would just cry, but I really appreciate you. Wow. You guys mean the world to me. This is my full-time job, so any little penny matters, or nothing. Even just comments, you know? Comments, support. Even these comments are so sweet. You guys are amazing. Soft rock into it. Yeah, I know, right? Some soft rock. It really helps things. It would be a good cry, Constantine. It would be like an emotional, happy cry. Maybe a cry that I needed too. Maybe there would be some sadness in there, but it'd be good to get it out. Anyways, you guys want to hear another one? I'll show you guys. I've just got so many in the works. It's hard for me to decide what to show you guys. You know what I mean? Don't want to be judged, but I do want to be judged. That's the point of art, right? There is, oh my gosh, I just had my producer, I sent him a song that was just piano and vocals, and he sent me back more of like a pop sound. And okay, there was this song I made that was just piano. The song we just heard is called Was I Ever What You Wanted, but it's called Was I. And that was a stripped song, and he kind of just made it, he just enhanced it, right? This other song that I sent him was stripped just like that. It was really sad, really slow, and he turned it into like a Fleetwood Mac pop song, which is hilarious. So I can show you that one. I have, ooh, this one is one of my favorites. It's called If I'm Honest. And it means a lot to me. And that one's a little bit softer, but it has some band in it, you know, but a little bit softer. And then I also have some pop, like some straight up pop stuff going on here. So there's a Fleetwood Mac one, some pop. Anything specific you guys are wanting? You write and perform your music, but not produce, right? I produce to an extent. I am not super fond of producing. It's not my favorite thing to do. So basically how it works is I'll write a song. I record it in Cubase. I try and add as many instruments and make it as mixed as I can. And then I pass it on to a producer who makes it better. So I do help with production. It's typically a demo, but I can also do like my full vocals. I can do tons and tons and tons of vocals and comp and tune them myself. I am able to comp and tune vocals. Yes, sound engineer. I'm able to do all that, but I'm not, I don't know. There are some things that I do and I'm like, wow, that sucks. I hear the potential. So that's more producer, right? I hear the potential, or like some other instruments might need to be added. My producer is way more efficient at knowing what needs to be added, mixing, mastering, whatever. So I'll send him kind of something that sounds a little shitty. and then he'll send me back something that sounds amazing. So I always win because I'm always pleasantly surprised. And sometimes I'll say to him, hey, this is the direction I took it, but if you hear something else, go in that direction. Try something new. I'm actually not opposed to people altering or working together to create a better result. I would be half the musician I am without him. He definitely enhances everything. I'm going to show you guys another one. This one's also softer, and I think you'll really like it. It's called Come Back to Me. See the stairs, see the gaze, different tone, different face. Don't you know that I want nothing to change between us? Now you speak in a way that makes me think we're not okay. Don't you know that I would do anything for our love? I cross the widest river, and I climb the highest peak. I search until I share, until you come back to me. And who cares how long it takes? It could be days, months, or weeks. But I'm here when you're ready to come back to me. It kind of gives like Lauren, is that her name? Lauren Daigle, Rescue. Kind of has that kind of vibe. A little bit more Adele, Lauren Daigle-y sound on that one. And then I have been teasing this pop song like on some of my social media accounts the last few days. So I'm just going to show you like probably maybe the second verse in the chorus. It sounds super fresh, but at the same time, it's something familiar. I don't know if you explained it to me like familiar, but in a good way. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, it makes you feel home. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, they're just having a party upstairs. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I like people to feel like it's something familiar, but something that evokes something in them still, you know? Okay, here's the pop one. This one has been done for over a year and 2 months. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, I'll just show you the second verse. And I'm gonna dance to this one, okay? So. Just got that vibe. Oh, it's a vibe, right? Am I wrong? And then, oh. This kind of gives Tate McRae. I could probably sell this to her. Maybe I should. I should just sell it. Anyways, not gonna lie, this is like one of my favorite songs ever. I love that song. It's so good. Let's count up all the songs I have that I haven't released so that I can be embarrassed and you guys can say, shame on you, Kaisa. You need to release more music, right? You guys can kind of bully me a little. Sometimes tough love is necessary. I need some people to bully me sometimes. Yes, Nicole. I knew you guys were dancing with me. I can't see you, but I know it. A lot of these songs, I sound different. Different, like, from my covers or from my speaking voice. It gives me pure dance vibes, right? But a different aspect makes every song release unique and new. Oh, you mean like each song is different from each other? Yeah, so true. It's referring to a party in Indonesia when rather than Western Europe, the pop song got me. I'm so glad you guys like my pop song. My pop songs always give me like, I literally get imposter syndrome. Oh, my dog is trying to get out of the bedroom. Oh my gosh. He's a pit bull and he's like, he's sad. It's because he hears me talking and he's like, why am I not involved in this? That's cool. You went to Western Europe, traveled abroad. I traveled abroad through Eastern Europe when I was 19. It was really fun and dangerous. It wasn't dangerous because of the places. It was dangerous because of me, because I made dumb choices. Because I was 19, right? That's what being 19 is for. Making stupid choices and traveling to Croatia and Slovenia. My gosh, these upstairs people, dang. Croatia, Slovenia, and Hungary, you know? And just like leaving your phone places or drinking too much. Like no song sounds the same. I know. You are too versatile. I love that. Wow. I'm so glad you guys think, guys, this is actually the boost I needed. I know you guys think that I'm doing this live for you, but actually this is for me. And you guys are just being there for me. Wow. I need to do this more often, huh? I literally haven't gone live in 2 years. I had 10,000 subscribers the last time I went live. Now we're almost at 30. 66% growth is pretty good. Is that 66? No, double. It's double? That's not 60%. Oh my gosh. This is why I was not a mathematician. You're from London? Oh, you have an accent. I like it. I can hear it. I'm from London, so it's easy for me traveling Europe. Right, that's what I hear. Now that's all I'm gonna hear every time I read any of your comments. Did it sound good enough? Or do I need to like make it like wider? Is this so American of me? So like so American of me to just like try and just copy your accent. But I like to know where you guys are from. It helps me like, visualize you more. Helps me feel, be selfish before you can be selfless. Focus on your growth. Focus on you, sweetheart. You guys are so cute. Anyways, okay, back to what I was saying. We need to count all of the songs I have that are like ready. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 2 in Nashville just a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I would call them ready. I'll call one of them ready. The other one is just still demo vocals. Like it doesn't sound good yet. You know what I mean? So 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have you guys heard my You Can't Go Home song on YouTube? I have that. I just need to I'm not going to really put a ton of production into that. I'm just going to do piano vocal, maybe some harmonies. Harmonies are like my sweet spot. But I don't want to overdo them and sound too folky, Where am I from? I am from the United States. I'm from Utah, land of the Mormons. I was raised Mormon, actually. All singers are, I swear. You know what I mean? All the good singers are like, oh yeah, I'm Mormon, or I was raised Mormon. You're like, wow, crazy. Musicians are just coming out of that religion like no other. Okay, I'll show you guys the one that I made in Nashville. I don't know which one is what though. There's one called Nash, and there's one called MK. And I don't know what those mean. Sometimes I just make random titles for my songs and I have no clue what they mean. Okay, let's try MK. I think this is the one that I want to show you guys. This doesn't sound familiar. Nope, this isn't the right one. I'm actually supposed to write a song to that, and I still haven't. The things that my producer has to put up with. I can't. Some new live jam. Maybe it's that one. See, these titles are not helping me know what any of my songs are. Okay, let's hear this one. What is it? I feel like it's this one. We'll find out together, right? It can't be this one. Oh my gosh, wait, it is, but is my vocals in it? My vocals are not in there. Okay, what's it called? Where are you, girl? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong, you guys. Stuck in the middle, trying fun things. Is it that one? No, that one's fun though. Really interesting how you were top 10 on American Idol. I saw that show as a scam, picking favorites and putting a facade from reality. I was not on American Idol or The Voice. I've never been on a reality TV show. I did try out for American Idol when I was 18. I had bronchitis and I just winged it. Winged? I winged it. Did my best, hoped for the best. And I didn't get past the first round. And now, to be completely honest with you, doing American Idol or The Voice would be potentially one of my worst nightmares. Because I am so, I don't know the word. Over time, live performing has definitely gotten scarier for me. I have performance anxiety, which is so weird because I'm not an introverted person. But live performing has definitely gotten worse. I think COVID actually, when COVID hit and then I stopped performing live, I just it really turned into a monster in my head. Not to say that that's not something I want to work on and get better at, but I definitely struggled, and do still struggle with that. And then also, I don't think The Voice and American Idol is the direction I'm trying to take. But I definitely do get a lot of pressure from people in my life to do it and go that route. Because a lot of people think that that's kind of the only way you can get anywhere. But I don't feel that way. I feel like there's a lot of different ways that you can succeed in this industry today. It's actually just a lot of hard work. Even if you were on a reality show like The Voice or American Idol, when you get off, you have to work really freaking hard to build a fan base, maintain a fan base, to constantly be releasing music. I think a lot of people think that TV shows like that are a fast track, which it does help with exposure, but it doesn't mean it helps with fan base. It doesn't mean it helps with long-term success. It's all just, you have to work hard no matter what. You just have to constantly work hard. So The Voice isn't really gonna change anything for you there, neither is American Idol. But it would be fun, and knowing that it could be a potential way to get exposure could be fun. They definitely are doing more production behind the scenes and storytelling and branding than you realize. And to a certain extent, yes, I have heard some people say that sometimes they have a winner that they already want, which is really interesting. I haven't necessarily seen that firsthand, so I can't say that. That's all hearsay, but that is something that I've heard. In this day and age, you don't need to perform live to succeed. Just make good music and know how to market yourself. Exactly. And I can perform, okay, I think I'm a good singer live. I don't think, that's why I do live covers all the time, is because I'm actually able to sing a song from start to finish all the way through and do well. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm bad, but I definitely have these insecurities and these weird feelings of being perceived, which is weird because I don't mind being perceived online or being on live and having you guys perceive me. Creative control is also a powerful thing to have. I completely agree, Jay. 100%. Yes, that's something that's really important to me as well. So, yeah, kind of crazy, but okay. Well, I don't trust that I can find this. Maybe it's called MK. Yeah, some people love to stare at you on stage. Yeah, they have nowhere else to stare, you know? And then you have to stare over their heads. I just sang the national anthem at a local thing, and I messed up so bad, you guys. It was so embarrassing. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't mess up so bad. I definitely finished strong, but bro, it was in front of my hometown, people I grew up with, people that know me, know my family really well. And the low note was literally not even that low. I'm trying to think what I ended up doing. Hey. Very easy. It was either that or it was this. And for some reason, that low F I couldn't hit. It's super dry here in Utah too, and I was nervous, which makes your mouth more dry. But it was it cracked every single time I tried to hit it. Say, can you see? It was oh, say. I could not hit it. If I showed you guys the video, you guys would be like, oh, yeah. and the rocket's reckless. But, you know, I covered it up with that. At the end, I was like, you guys are good. The bombs bursting in hell. I mean, who couldn't stand for that, right? So even though I cracked at the beginning, I was like, I'm not going to let this define me. I'm going to finish to the end. And then when I got done, I was actually proud of myself. I mean, it took me a few days to get over the embarrassment, but I finished strong. So that's all that matters, right, guys? That's what my therapist has been saying. It's all about the effort that you put into it, not about the result. And it's very human to mess up, right? Yes. Even if you guys aren't saying anything back, I'm going to assume you guys are all nodding your heads and saying, that's so true. It's not about that. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I'm realizing we've almost been in this like an hour. Is there something I can do for you? I powered through. Exactly, Jay. You guys get me. Yeah. Yes, it's really hard to crack and break on a note and be confident and continue forward. But you just got to do it sometimes. I feel like you'd actually do better without the nerves being on stage. That's very true. Yeah. I do better behind the camera 100%, like by myself. But like I can sing for you guys right now. You know what I mean? But that's the thing is like I don't see you in person. If you were standing in front of me in my living room, I would be like I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I love you guys enough that I'd be like, they love me and I'm fine and this is a safe space. But I don't know. I struggle. But I'm pushing myself to continue to perform regardless and just try and do that. I have a book of poems from Grandma Rigby. I bet you could use ideas for songs. That's not a bad idea. Aunt Tristy, right? Is this Tracy? This is Tracy. I thought it was my Aunt Dee. Hi, Tracy. How are you? I would love that. That'd be really awesome. I think poems are great. Poems help. Do you guys have any other questions or you guys want to share anything? Anything you guys have been up to lately? I'm thinking I should probably wrap up pretty soon. Just because, yeah, it's been almost an hour. Some of you guys it's bedtime. You have fans. Woohoo! I know. I love you guys. You guys have been so great and supportive. Thank you so much for everything, for the comments, for boosting my confidence, for supporting me and giving me advice. Always for sending me money and super chat stuff. That's very helpful. I super duper appreciate that. But don't expect it. That is not the only thing I expect. I don't expect it at all. It's a great little added bonus. I'll be like, oh my gosh. As far as I know, the money from Super Chat doesn't go entirely to the streamer. I would advise connecting something to make it easier to support you. I think I'm not the only one who thinks so. Constantine, you're right. That is true. And I'm glad you brought that up because I do know that. But I really struggle to say that out loud because I feel like that sounds ungrateful. That is true though. YouTube takes 20% of anything you guys send me. And then further, if you send it from an Apple device, Apple takes 30 to 20%. So typically, if you send me something, I only get 40 to 50% of what you send me, which is crazy. You know what I mean? So I 100% can link my Venmo if you guys want. I just hate you guys having to take more steps or feeling like you can't interact with me. And like, you know, the nice thing about Super Chats is you guys get to make comments and do it at the same time. And I feel like it helps you guys feel close to me. So I know 40%, isn't that insane? So yeah, YouTube takes 20 and Apple takes 30. If you guys have not an iOS, then it won't take anything, but it'll literally take a fee. So it'll be 50%. And then after that, I have to pay taxes on it. So let's take Constantine's latest sending, for example. He sent me 100, I received 50, and I take about 30% out for taxes. Isn't that insane? Yeah, it is robbery. Highway robbery, in fact. So anyways, but I never want you guys to think that I'm not appreciative of anything you send me regardless of platform. Yes, does it help me more if it's sent via other ways like Constantine said? Yes, it does. If you send it to me via Venmo or via PayPal, it's definitely a lot easier. I think you shouldn't be shy. What should you be shy about? You're a star. Okay, you guys, I'll share my Venmo with you. I'll share my PayPal with you. My PayPal is more professional. My Venmo is more personal. And I don't know how personal we are yet, you guys. I don't know if we're on that personal level. You will need feedback in order to improve. Yes, I completely agree. I find constructive criticism and feedback really important to me, even if it's not all positive. That kind of stuff matters. This is not about us, it's about you. Aw, you guys, thank you. Well, it is a little bit about you. You know, I hear you. But like, an author is an author, but she's a successful author if people read her books, right? You guys are what make me successful. I'm a musician no matter what. Till the day I die, I'm a songwriter, I'm a musician. But that doesn't mean that a lot of the success that I get actually comes from you guys and your support and sharing my stuff and commenting on my stuff. And I do take you guys into consideration when I release things. Because I want to be myself and I want to be true to myself, but I also want to give you guys kind of, I don't know, what you guys put into me, I want to give back to you. A restaurant will not be a restaurant without its customers. Exactly. So I actually really do value you guys. That isn't to say that if I didn't feel like something wasn't authentically me, I would do it for the sake of, you know, others. I feel like I am firm enough in my beliefs or what I want to do that I'm not swayed in that way. But, you know, I mean, there's a reason why I put a lot of pressure on myself to try and release something on YouTube every 2 weeks. It's because I feel like you guys deserve that. Because I want to be a consistent in your guys' lives just as you are in mine. And I can't ask you guys to be consistent and constantly support me and always be there for me if I'm not always there for you guys. So that's kind of my thought on it is that's why I overthink kind of, but think also properly and the proper amount about what to do when it comes to releasing other genres. You guys are attached to a certain version of me and a certain genre that I provide. And sometimes I feel, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but I feel like I'm not fulfilling this cup, you know, that you guys are handing me if I'm not, you know, doing things that I know you guys would appreciate listening to. You know, it would be like you guys are attached to me for me doing stripped down covers and then me turning around and being like, I'm actually going to be metal now. I'm actually going to do metal, heavy metal. I think sometimes that can be hard for people that feel attached to you and your art. So sometimes it's hard for me to release songs feeling that way or feeling like, you know, whatever. And then, yeah, when it comes to sending money, it's like, yes, Venmo, PayPal is 100% better than me, you know, than YouTube, but it's not, it's better for me. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's better for you. That's more steps for you guys to have to go to my page, click on my channel, click on my link, and then try and send it to me. And then, you know, so it's up to you guys. I 100% am willing to share those links, and I will definitely put them in my bio regardless. But I just want you guys to know I'm grateful for anything you send me ever. Comments, likes, money, if it's YouTube or if it's Venmo. Hi, Philip. How are you? I'm glad you could make it. Yes, I will be posting new videos. You guys are gonna laugh. I worked so hard on 2 videos last week and this week, and I'm not releasing either of them because I'm just in this phase right now where I don't like my performance. I recorded The Subway by Chappell Roan last week, got all ready, got all dolled up, recorded it, and then I was like, yeah, this isn't it. It's not good enough. And then this week I started recording Alone by Heart. And that one is a different one. I want to improve my belting technique, and so I actually need to practice that one more. But I'm getting somewhere. I'll show you guys. Alone. Till now I always go by on my own. I mean, it's okay. I kind of forgot the chords, but I feel like I'm getting better, right? I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone So that is coming, but it's not good enough. You know? It's just not good enough yet. But I literally have it down so well that I remember the chords. Yeah. So I hear the ticking of the clock. Is that how it starts? I hear it. No? How does it start? Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been here too long. Alone, heart, lyrics. Don't worry, you guys. That sounds over the speakers. You guys might be having your ears just like blasted right now. It's like FaceTiming, and then I'm like, you guys are like, guys, it's delayed and the speakers are blowing out. My voice is also so loud when I belt. I've been working on my belt a lot because I feel like my belt, I don't know if any of you guys are singers, but I feel like my belt resonance is too nasally. It has nasality. And I don't mind being in like my nasal, like being in my cavity, my nasal cavity, and being up here. I think it helps me reach those notes. But anyway, but yeah, so I've been trying to actually make it fuller. I've been working on like raising my soft palate. You guys see that? This is soft palate. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out at what point is my soft, you guys just are seeing way too far down my throat. I'm so sorry. At what point is my soft palate supposed to be raised and what point is it supposed to be lowered? So I feel like sometimes it tightens too much. When it's raised, which a lot of classical singers do, it creates this sound where it blocks off your nasal cavity and all the sound goes like that. It just comes like right out, you know? Ha! Hey! Like you go, hey! Right? And I love belting. It's like one of my favorite things to do. But I've been struggling lately to do it in a way that I like. Sometimes I feel like it's too, hey! See how it's like kind of pingy and like forward? Kind of gives that rock tone sometimes, but sometimes the nasally is just too much. Heady, nasally, lowered down, etc., but no idea as to what would need to be done to switch to either one. I know. So my understanding is, so for belt, oh my gosh, you guys are not even probably gonna care about this because you guys aren't vocalists, so I'll try and be fast with this. Belting in your chest, like belting is supposed to kind of take the resonance of your chest voice up higher so that you have this like, hey, but it's like, hey, right? Like up here. But you don't want to carry everything up there because that'll hurt your vocal cords. Your vocal cords are supposed to lengthen and like get thicker and thinner, right? So basically your vocal cords are gonna maintain a thickness, but your trachea is gonna get higher. And then there's also the soft palate. And then there's also the fact that you should be breathing correctly and you should have enough breath that comes through and you should make sure that your posture is good. So it's like a whole thing. It's just a lot to think about. And I have been singing for so long that I know that I want to improve my resonance, but I can't quite figure out what needs to be done for that. So you're right, Jay. I mean, we're kind of in the same boat. is I'm not quite sure. So that chest voice can't be lifted where you're straining. It needs to be lifted up here still while maintaining that vocal cord thickness. But I also don't want that paininess. I still want that like volume. And so I kind of figured out like for belting, I used to do this technique, the the yeah, and that's your soft palate. So if you go, how do I get you alone? See how it's like fuller than if I went, how do I get you alone? That's more resonant in my nose, like right here. That's like front, which isn't bad. But if I can get it to go up a little higher and then come out instead of have it be forward the whole way in my mask, it sounds better. So, how do I get you alone? It kind of sounds not as like mature. But if I go, yeah, how do I get you alone? Do you guys hear what I'm talking about? I don't know. I might just be dumb, but that is what I've been working on lately. And so then when I did alone, I was like, this is not good enough. I think it'll be good enough for next week though. So look out for Alone next Friday. I will release it. I promise. Philip, you can most definitely sing. Thank you. I'm glad you guys think that. I so very much love and miss your music videos. You have never once disappointed. Robert, thank you. Robert, I have the story. I'm going to be playing that. I'm going to be doing a live cover of The Story by Brandi Carlile for you. It's on my list. I was just practicing it last week. She goes really low though, and really high. The high actually doesn't scare me as much as the low does. Appreciate the breakdown. I'm glad you guys appreciate that because that was kind of nerdy. Ariana, ooh, what are you doing here? Ariana Grande, okay. Don't mind that compliment. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, the breakdown, it's just like a lot, right? There's breath flow. You have your vocal folds that go like this. And then you have all of your resonance areas that can be forward, up, back. It's weird. It's just a whole thing. Are you a self-taught musician or did you take singing lessons in classes? I did not take singing lessons until I was almost 17. Actually, I still wasn't driving, but I couldn't drive until almost 17. So I was 17. I took about a year when I was 17. And then when I was in college, I did choose to take some singing lessons my second year all the way into my last year. And my vocal college classes really helped me understand. If you understand the anatomy, it really changes everything. So I would say I was self-taught for a while, and there is a pro to that, being that I just sang all the time and I loved it. The con being that you're probably doing it wrong and you're hurting your vocal cords like all the time. Unless you do a lot of studying and like look on YouTube and really make sure that you're constantly working on stuff and training. A lot of my vocal lessons were me unlearning things that I learned when I was 12 and 13, just trying it at home. Because it was also during that phase where like indie singers were really popular and Halsey was really popular and they would have that fast shake. So I would actually use my stomach to shake my voice. Like, like Britney Spears vibes. And so I didn't have good breath support, which never helped me. So it was actually unlearning, and I'm still now learning new things and constantly unlearning things that I made myself do when I was 12. So I would say singing lessons are great, but if you're super classically trained, sometimes you can't get that emotion in. So there's kind of it's a double-edged sword there. Sometimes if you take singing lessons from a young age and you're very classically trained, you can hit all the notes. But I'm like, I can't feel any emotion. I'm seeing what you're doing, but I can't feel it, right? Which I do prefer to be emotional when I sing. Christina Aguilera, yes, top belter, probably top singer, to be honest. She's up there. She's up there as one of the greats for sure. I'm really looking forward for the release of the new song. Thank you, Constantine. I'm excited too. I can see that you're an incredibly hard worker. Thank you, Philip. I'm glad you think that. Britney Spears was so 2000. I know, and I love Britney Spears still, to be completely honest. Let's see here. Robert, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm going to pull up the story chords and see if I can get that started. Technically, you guys have given me requests, and I've just put them on my request list to sing live for YouTube, and these speakers suck, so you guys, this isn't even fun for you guys, I'm sure. But I'm going to pull up these chords and just play around with it for a second, and then I should probably go because it's been over an hour. get these chords wrong a couple times. You guys just have to bear with me. Oh, right when I did that, I got it wrong. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for some reason this song intimidates me because Brandi Carlile is so good. But she like goes so low. I'm so scared. I don't even want to try it. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. Got the chord wrong again. I climbed across. Oh, that's not even the right notes. Swim all across the ocean blue. Is that right? Crossed all the lights and I broke all the rules. I'm just butchering the song for you. Sorry, Robert. He's like, I'm unfollowing you right now. Oh, it's because it's in the wrong key. That would change things. Yeah, that would cause a problem. I love this song though. I've seen Brandi Carlile live a few times. You see the smile that's on my mouth. It's hiding the words that don't come out. Technically, it's an octave lower. Ain't no way. You know what I mean? See what I mean about the lowness of it? It scares me. I'll actually make the song go higher, but then I'll be able to sing it high enough. Maybe we'll try and see. I'm gonna try and go high, and if it sucks, it sucks. You guys get to be here for me testing things out. Here we go. If I break, this is no fault by my own. You see the smile that's on my mouth. It's so low. It's hiding the words. See, I can't even go that low. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is gonna be a long road ahead. It's too much. It's too much. Okay, we'll try G. We'll try the key of G. I think this will be it. You see the smile that's on. See, it's too low. That's a low D. That's almost down to bass D. On my mouth. Bye, Tracy. See you. Okay, I'm gonna go even higher. We're gonna just keep it up. I feel like this is wrong. Something's wrong here because it should not have to go this high. I have sang this before, and it's not like it's hard, but it's not that hard. Let's try this. That sounds right. Okay, this sounds right, guys. I think we're in the right place. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you got no one to tell them to. It's true. I was made for you. Better, huh? Yeah. You definitely know Brandi Carlile's story. You probably couldn't figure out what it was because I couldn't figure out how to sing it for so long. My bad. So that's pretty high. Okay. I climbed across the mountain tops, swam all across the ocean blue. I crossed all the lands and I broke all the rules. But baby, I broke them all for you. Oh, because even when realize about how much I love you guys. Anyways, wow, that was crazy. Those low notes are that's a struggle. I'm gonna have to practice that one. But I will do it for you, Robert. I'll do anything for you. And then she goes crazy. See, that's gonna be practice. That's definitely gonna be something I have to practice. I was so good for Alone for you guys. You guys were like, oh my gosh, she's such a good singer. And now I'm singing this and you guys were like, But this is the process. I want you guys to know. This is the process. I will sing, it will suck, and then I'll make it better. Sometimes I'll sing and it'll be good from the beginning. I'll know the song so well, it'll aid to all of my vocals and all of my strengths for vocals, and I'll just be able to get it done in a day. I Always Remember Us This Way by Lady Gaga. That was not even on the roster. I recorded that. I was planning to record Beautiful Disaster. That was what I wanted to record that day. And then I thought, you know what? Let's tack on Always Remember Us This Way. Did it in 20 minutes. It was so easy. But sometimes with these, I'll suck. And I'll have to find the key that works for me, figure out why my low notes are so wobbly. And then from there, I make it better. I get really good at it. I memorize the vocals, memorize the piano, and then I set up and get all dolled up and set up my recording rig and my camera and do it all in one take. And then sometimes the take sucks and I have to start over. That's the one thing about doing it live, is if you mess up, you have to do the whole thing again. It's not like a video game where you die and then you come back at like a safe spot. It would be like having to start the video game over again. That's how it feels. Believe by Cher, I think I did it like 25 times because I just kept messing up. But Green Eyes by Coldplay, I did 2 takes and it was perfect. So sometimes it just hits and I know the song well and I do well and it just aids my vocal abilities. Other times it sucks and I'm like struggling. And this will be one of those, but I think I could do it. Lines across my face. Yeah, I feel like I got this, you know? I definitely can do it. It just took me forever to find the key. That's pretty high. That's an E flat, a D sharp. But I've gone all the way up to F sharp in belting, so I could do it. I can technically go all the way up to here for singing. I can do my whistle notes. I don't know if I could do it right now. My whistle, my little Mariah. That was higher than I've ever gone. A G sharp. Really high G sharp. That was like really up there. What was that? 4, 5, 6? It's high. Okay. Are there any YouTubers you like who are musicians like yourself? Would you be willing to do a collaboration with them? Great question, Philip. I have actually on my goals list for this year, for this next year, to collab with 2 or 3 YouTubers. Are there any YouTubers that you guys like that you would want me to collab with? I don't mind reaching out to YouTubers. I do know some YouTubers on a personal level and could potentially ask for a collaboration, but they are much higher than I am. But I have some connections. So if there's someone you guys would like, I would be more than willing to oblige. Honestly, my dream was always to collaborate with Christina Grimmie. And unfortunately, she passed away about, 9 years ago? But she was my favorite YouTuber growing up and my favorite YouTube musician growing up. So rest in peace, Christina Grimmie. Truly. The song Green Eyes, I've listened to it 200 times, probably in your performance, and I listened to it. Constantine, I'm glad you like my cover of Green Eyes. That's one of my favorite songs by Coldplay of all time. I also have Green Eyes, so. Nicole, yes, I am human, just like you. Me and you are one and the same. Dang, I remember her on The Voice, such a talented artist. Yes, I actually saw her before. She was a really big YouTuber before she even got on The Voice. And when I was in middle school, I remember she released that Jason Mraz cover. I don't remember what the song was. But I loved it. I would listen to it all the time. And then she released a version of Titanium by Sia that I really liked. Anyways, she was always someone I really liked, and I was really sad that that she passed away. Just a dream. Yep, she did. Anyways, so you guys let me know if you guys have any requests. If you guys have any other questions for me, great. Otherwise, I should probably wrap this up because it's been almost an hour and a half. I'm so grateful for you guys taking the time to hang out with me. And would you guys like this more? Do you guys want me to go live more? I can do songwriting sessions live where I try and come up with a song. I can do more like this where we just talk. I can show you guys my process of putting together a live cover or a studio cover where I actually record it. More of this, please. Okay, sounds good. Are evenings better for you guys? Because I can also do during the day, like mornings. But I'll make anything work. A lot of you guys are mostly active in the mornings on here, surprisingly, like 10 a.m. my time. Minnie Ripperton's loving you. I'm gonna put that down, Philip, on my list right now. Okay, I have it written down. I'll give it a try. See if it. Sometimes there are just some songs that I just don't do well at, and then I just choose not to do them. So if that happens, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would love to see you guys more. I can definitely do lives more often. I can do once a month. I can do once a week, to be completely honest. I'm always writing songs and I'm doing music every day. It's my full-time job now. So I can do this whenever you guys want me to do it. It's just a matter of, if you guys are down. But I write songs all the time. I record stuff all the time. I goof around all the time. I yap all the time, obviously. Some casual sessions with a mix of music as you've done. I'm UK, so you guys work out what's best for you. Yeah, if you guys have a specific time you guys want. I feel like you do good on live streams. Yeah, I should probably do this more. Joseph, you're probably right. Honestly, I did better than I thought. The first 3 minutes, there was no one here, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm never doing this again. This is so embarrassing. But then you guys came. You guys came, you saw, and you conquered. You guys really brought back my hope. Yeah, I'll do this more. We can start with once a month or every other week and see how it goes. Don't forget to attach the Venmo link. I will do that right now. Before I forget. Thank you. You guys are the best. Anything else? I don't want to miss you guys. I know typing is hard because you have to go fast. So if there's nothing else, then I will wrap up. I love you guys. You're the best. Thank you for everything. I will attach that Venmo link / PayPal link in my bio. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you, Jay. Bye, you guys. Thanks, Joseph. See you. Thanks for being such an active participator tonight. Bye, Jay. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for the hearts. Love you guys. You're right, Philip. These hands allow me to do what I do best. They also are the hands that I bite my fingernails on. Oh my gosh, Jay, no, you hang up. You guys hang up. You guys, no, you. We could be at this all night. Oh my goodness. Honestly, this is so easy for me because you guys are so great. It's been honestly a breeze. Anyways, love you guys. I will actually officially hang up now. But